Good afternoon, everybody. Christian here. I have a little update of a video that I put out about a week ago, and the title of that video was something like A Mighty Rushing Wind, a prophetic word about a mighty rushing wind. And I gave you guys what I knew about it at the time, and now I know a little bit more. And so I want to share this with you. Okay, so God's in this dream. I start off with, I'm on my back porch, and I see there's some blue material at my feet area, and I place something that's like made of blue foam on this bench, like a wooden workbench kind of type, and it's made of 2x4s. Anyway, I set it up there, and I know that I'm done with it, and I place it there. And then I realized after I've done that, I shouldn't have done that. I should have put it out there on the grass in my backyard. But before I can decide to change my behavior or anything, a mighty rushing wind comes up from behind me and moves past me and grabs this blue circle that is about an inch thick of foam and about an inch or two thick, and just this ring. Again, I don't really know what that is, but anyway, it takes off, right? And then I am following it or watching it as it happens, and I'm very close to it. And the first thing it does, it takes off and it goes up, and it goes to the end of, like towards the end of my property line where the fence is at, right? And the barbed wire fence. And it goes up to there, and then it starts to pull back, okay? And it starts to pull back. I think to myself, I should have, taken my profit. I wish I had taken my profit there. It made no sense that I didn't. I had so much profit on the table, so to speak, and yet I let it sit there waiting for those last little bits when I was already pretty much at the end of my property line. It made no sense to do that. It's just crater logic, basically. Anyway, so then it falls back down and it comes back about halfway. And then I'm going through the thought process of maybe I'm in the wrong position and maybe I should have been in something else, but this, that, again, the kind of thoughts that go through your mind when you're a stock trader kind of thing. And then I start to see it move back the other direction. And of course, the whole time the wind is moving this, okay? So, and it starts to move back the other direction in a more profitable position. And right here, about as it moves back up, it's just in the dream. So I don't know what's going to happen next, right? That's an important element, this. So anyway, the thing that caught my attention about this dream, obviously I've already shared with you the previous, I've gone over all the details that I could extrapolate to you at that point in time. But there's one detail that stood out to me, but I couldn't make heads or tails of it. And so now I can, so I want to share it with you. When I'm talking to you about this blue ring that's moving, right, on my yard, but it's moving as though it's a stock chart, right? But a stock chart, I don't have one. A stock chart, right, looks like this, okay? You might be able to see that, all right? There'd be the price, okay, of various different points, right? And then there's the time. Okay? Now let's imagine this was my yard, all right? And over here is this bench, okay? And then on that bench there was a little ring that the wind, the Spirit of God moves, right? First thing it does, it runs way up here to the property line, right? And I'm sitting here waiting for it to go a little bit more before I take it off. And then it starts to fall back. Alright, and then I'm like, man, I should have taken the profits, and so on, right? About halfway. Then I'm thinking about, man, I should have been in something else, blah, 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 right? And then it could do this, it could do various different things. But anyway, it eventually makes this move like that. Starts moving back up in a more profitable position, right? And that's the end of my dream. So right there, I see no more knowledge of what's there. The thing that I noticed in the dream was, it's backwards. You see, it should have been, if you're going to show me the future of the stock market kind of thing, you'd be going this way. You'd say, okay, I come off here, I'll hit here, I did this, I did this, I did this. But he didn't do that. He's showing it to me, and it's as though it's going backwards. So I kept thinking about that. Why is it going backwards on the chart? It's like you're going back in time, kind of thing. But I just couldn't put, two and two together. I'm like, it just didn't make any sense to me. I knew something was odd about it, but it didn't make any sense. Also, there's no label on this chart. I don't know what that chart is. Is this the price of oil? Is this the price of the S&P 500? Is this the price activity of some individual company. I mean, there's no knowledge in that, you know. Well, anyway, it finally dawned on me that what I'm actually seeing is dream shows you this point in time, okay? And then at this rally, right, will eventually fall back, right? Kind of pull back, and rallies pull back eventually. And then there'll be a little activity on the side there, and then we'll make a big move to the upside, right? Right there. What this dream is actually warning you about is this big move right there, right? This, the Spirit of God moves it, right, like this in my dream, but this chart is going backwards in time. He's showing you the past, in a sense. What's going to happen, he's telling you it in a weird way. He's telling me what's going to happen, right? So this big market crash is coming. That's what he's showing me in the dream. And I've already had a video sometime back about a big, actually years ago, I shared a dream with you where God had shown me there's a big market crash coming. And of course, multiple times I thought maybe here, maybe here. Those multiple times that it never occurred were the scraps at my feet, all right? This material, whatever. So anyway, I just want to point out that that's what I know about that now. He's showing me that coming to the end of this stock market rally that we've been seeing, it's a few moves away from peaking, and it will have a massive crash. I mean, stocks don't typically fall straight down like that, you know, but that's what he was showing, was this massive move straight down. So I'd like to say bulls take the stairs and bears take the window. Yeah, it's like that. So I just want to share with you a little update on that. We have a massive market crash coming, all right? And don't forget, I upload every couple of days, any prophetic words that God gives me or dreams I share with you guys. Hit the subscribe, like, share, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.